What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We're aiming for 20k subscribers and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and that's probably because you haven't hit the bell. Thank you again for all your support. We're so proud of the amazing community that we've built. So we're just taking a look at Polygon here, and as we can see, it looks as though it is continuing to the downside here, still stuck under our resistance that we were looking at. You know, basically looking something like this in all reality, aren't we? A lot of cryptocurrencies forming up like this. A lot of the larger cryptos, Bitcoin, Ethereum, we've obviously got VeChain, Polygon, Chainlink as well, all seem to be forming up in some kind of this, this descending wedge that we're looking at here. We've got a high, lower low, lower high, lower low. We've come up and we made a lower high again, and we're currently just chopping it up, getting down towards these levels again, potentially forming some kind of bottoming pattern out around this 110 cent, this $1.10 level, sorry. And you can see, we came down into that very key area of structure, which we did talk about a lot in this area here. After we lost the little bit of the range that we formed like this, you can see here we come down into this very key area of structure, which we highlighted numerous times. And we did say if we did lose this area here at around 120, you can see here we obviously chopped up in this area for a good while, but that ABC correction to the downside, and now it seems as though we are just coiling and trying to figure out what's coming next really for the market. If we take a quick look at Bitcoin, we obviously had all kinds of ridiculous FUD and all kinds of, complete idiocy going on in the markets in terms of FUD. We obviously had the El Salvador crash, which set all this off. And then obviously we've had concerns about Evergrande and now China banning Bitcoin for like the 50th time, which has led the market to roll over yet again. And currently it looks as though Bitcoin is, basically bouncing in and around this previous range high, looking something like this. We faked out, we come back inside, we retest it as support, and today it looks as though we are just chopping it up in and around that level at around $42,500. And if we take a look at Polygon, you can see in a similar fashion, it's forming up very, very similarly indeed with that ABC correction, ABC. And it looks as though, now we're just, just chilling. The volume is pretty damn low over the past few days. Obviously, it is going into the weekend. We did have the futures expiry as well. So it seems as though, a lot of things have coalesced to bring the price of the market down yet again. But it seems as though we are doing something like this. We're basically coiling to a point, aren't we? And we do think, if this does turn out to be quite a large bull flag of sorts, something like this, a pennant even. If we do have like some kind of pennant formation, maybe looking something like this, we could potentially be looking at a breakout to the upside pretty damn soon. I mean, if we break this little falling wedge that we're in, come back to the upside of here and coil like this and then get that breakout target, we could be looking at a massive, massive price target for Polygon, depending on how much of a pump that we do seem to get. But just take a look at where this would go to. We're coming up to at least around that $4 level, which would, coincide very nicely with a Fibonacci extension that we're thinking. I think it might be the 141. We just take a look at this. It's the 127 actually coming in at around $4, but you could see if that was the case, you get that bull flag and that continuation to the upside, that could be potentially on the card. So, a lot of people have been super bearish about Polygon and the crypto space in general, saying we're in a bear market, everything's going to zero, all that stuff that you hear. But, we are just having another correction, aren't we? And it is what it is. We're coming back to test support. And, if we do hold that support, we're going to be looking at a nice bounce. And if we don't hold the support, then we'll probably be looking at some lower prices. And we'll have to talk about that when we come to it. But we're still optimistic about Polygon and what it's doing right now. And you can see the more oversold that we do get, the more chance of getting that bounce to the upside. And we do think that structurally, we're looking quite set for a bounce in our opinion. So short-term price predictions then. If we do roll over again, we're looking for this level at around $1 to hold as support. Obviously $1, very key psychological level. Now that we've lost our EMAs as well, we are basically looking for a bit of a test of some very key support to get that big bounce to the upside and, get the market back underway in October, because, things have been super bearish for September, haven't they? Which a lot of people were predicting and anticipating, which is probably why it happened with a lot of that, preemptory psychology in the market. But we are quite confident, it looks as though we are on a consistent bit of a trend here. Every time we've come into this area here, you can see on this trend line, we're having a bounce. And we do think, you know, we're probably due for a quite a nice pump to the upside since we've had such a bearish past few weeks in general. And if we do come to the upside, we want to see ourselves breaking out of this level here at around 120, coming up above our EMAs here at around 125, 130. And then obviously moving back up into these levels here before we can have that continuation. And as we always say, we do really think that Polygon, $5 to $10 by the end of the bull run, very possible. You can see here on our fib extension targets, $10, not looking very unlikely at all, coming up halfway up that 227 extension. So that's it, guys. We'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos that we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.